So, great freaking work. If you've already done this, followed this far, you are ahead of people paying $54,000 for a bachelor's degree in internet marketing. You really are. You've just learned so much stuff, and I've got more to teach you. And you can you have so much you can dive into, as well. Um, Again, I know I keep picking on them, but it just bugs me so much. If you went to Full Sail and you took their stupid bachelor's degree, you spend a year studying this bullshit, and then you get into content strategy. See, content strategy, they have a whole class on that. It costs $1,600, and then they have a whole separate class on search engine optimization, which is ridiculous because really, search engine optimization and content strategy are practically the same thing, and everything I've just been telling you is that's it. There's a lot more to learn, but you don't have to, read a 500-page book on this. So I just want to remind you of the value of this and remind you of context as you learn. So using this information and what you learn in the other resources I recommend, you can make changes to websites that will make a difference in their rankings. You will do this in the practice or the bootstrapping your experience section and learn a few more things to apply. But even if you just understand what we've been talking about, you now know the language, and you can get into certain internships or entry-level positions. And if you start talking with a hiring manager, you guys will know what you're talking about. So let's review with this new context now that you've gone through this whole section. So SEO is optimizing a site for particular keywords in the search results. Keyword analysis is determining which keyword is best for the client, not too competitive, but still being searched. Use the keyword planner and Traffic Travis and Longtail Pro for analysis. Now, there's one thing I forgot that I'm gonna actually do a separate video on that, which has to do with like Longtail Pro, Longtail keywords versus, I mentioned what they were, but I wanted to go more into that. But let's skip that for now. So you're going to use Moz or Yoast SEO plugin to analyze the SEO on the website pages, and you're just going to use your own, you can right click and you right click on a page and click view page source, and you see what the title is for each page, and you can do it manually like that. But using those tools, this is a tool that I can go to moz.com and go under their product section, and I didn't if you go to Moz Pro, and that's the thing, you have to pay for it. They do have a on-page analysis tool, but there's also, you can go to Quick Sprout. This is something else. So SEO, to review, is optimizing the site for particular keywords in search results. Keyword analysis is determining which keyword is the best for client, not too competitive, but still being searched. And we also call it keyword discovery. It's using the keyword planner and Traffic Travis and Longtail Pro for analysis, and also to find long tail variations of the keywords to use instead of the ones that are too competitive, and also using Moz or Yoast SEO plugin to analyze SEO on website pages. So on-page SEO, make sure the keyword that you want to target is in the title tag, and make sure the keyword's in the domain if possible, although if you are an existing client, it's not easy, it's already done. You want to have the keyword in the description and the H1 tag, keyword in the alt tags for images, and on your content. You want your keyword density to be about 1.3%. With quality content, longer content tends to rank higher in Google, and those are the main points. Mobile SEO. Now this is a point that I need to, I think this may be the first time I'm bringing it up, but you'll hear about it again, I think, in the next lecture when we get into the bootstrapping your skills. But people are crazy on their cell phones. Mobile usage is through the roof. But you got to make sure that your website is what we call responsive. And all that means is just Google Webmaster Tools will tell you that, but you can just see it yourself when you go on a website. And we talked about this when we talked about the website. Remember, you can use MobileMe or Screenfly. Let's use Screenfly. You can use Screenfly to see this, or you can just pull up a website on your mobile phone and you can see the site like ours. This is what it looks like on a laptop. This is what it looks like on a desktop. And then we can go over and say this is what it looks like on an iPad, and then this is what it looks like on an iPhone. And it looks great. It's not like breaking, and it's easy to navigate, and it's got a little menu up here, and that means it's responsive. But if your website's really like clunky and it's not resizing on a mobile phone, you're going to get penalized SEO-wise. So you always want to make sure that if your client doesn't have a responsive site, that their webmaster person does that, or you're using a WordPress theme that's responsive. And when we get to the bootstrapping part, I'll show you. Half the time, you can install a WordPress site so quickly nowadays, and all you have to do is just make sure that the theme is responsive, and it almost always is, and it's very easy to do. So offsite SEO, that's what we were just talking about. Links from other sites to boost your authority. Using Open Site Explorer for analysis with other tools, guest posting, quality outreach to relevant blogs and websites. A good link profile is diverse, has links from many different websites. Link profile anchor text. The words the links come from should be mostly the name of the site, like the brand name, and then some keywords, exact match, and phrase match. And by the way, I wanted to show you a little exception to that rule of guest posting. If you come over to here, I know this is a little random. I'm going to include this and maybe have it. This is another tool called Majestic, and it's another good backlink checker. It's actually a lot. It's actually a lot faster and deeper than Open Site Explorer, but it's also a little more complicated. So I just want to show you this. This is a directory that I found that is actually really great because it's it's all about travel stuff. So we are under aircraft hangars, and it goes to our airplane hangar page. And I paid this dude like $25 to be on here for a year. So this is really good link and a good directory link, what we call it. And there may be really good directory links in your niche. You can actually see that this number here is what they call topical trust flow, and the higher the number, the more relevant Google would see that link is, and it really is. So again, not every link has to be a guest post, but you just don't want everything coming from a directory. If you find a relevant directory, if you run a blog on manga comics and there's a directory about great comic websites, you should be there. That's good. So this is another one of these resources. You can see a ton of resources under these videos. This is from QuickSprout Neil Patel, and he's got 12 guides and 2 courses on so much stuff that is redonkulous. I don't know if I go more into it. Yeah, so he's got a guide on just online marketing, consumer psychology, but what I'm going to say you should focus on is the advanced guide to link building and the advanced guide to SEO and content marketing. Those 3 in the middle. That alone, again, he even calls the article How to Get Your MBA in SEO Online. I mean, it really is more in-depth stuff than you're going to get in any college. So I have links to this page, and this page has links to all these units. You should bookmark these, read them. You will just grow and learn so much stuff from all this free information. But now that you understand what SEO is, basically, now you can grasp this stuff. If you just read this from scratch, it would be completely disorienting. Also, Moz, yes, the free guide to SEO. Check it out. It's a basic rehash about a lot of what we said, some stuff I haven't covered, but it's a great, Moz is so well respected. It's a great thing to get, just read what they have to say and get involved in their community. You can post questions in the forums, and there's a lot of SEO people, professionals that will be happy to answer your questions too. And then you're learning from people like me and people like, who are actually working in the business. They're not, professors. We're doing it every day. So you have a great resource there, and they have a lot more guides and tools. So preview of the practice section, the bootstrapping your skills. I'm going to cover how to work on existing websites and how to build your own website from scratch and SEO optimize it in every way, which is essential and worth more than a degree. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. I'm annoying. I just have to keep saying that. A helpful part of that are on-page analysis tools, which I didn't mention because the main free one is used in WordPress, and that's a whole conversation for the bootstrapping section. I did mention this one, Yoast SEO, which automatically scans your content and lets you know if it's SEO optimized. You're going to be using that. You can subscribe to Moz and get access to their premium tools. Now, their on-page grader, which you can use with client sites, when you're just starting out, I would definitely recommend using this. It's basically going to, you put in like the page that you want to optimize and what keywords you want, and it's going to give you a grade. And so, like, I got an A, and it's going to give you a big list. So if you forget everything, you just put your client site in there, say the keywords you want to optimize for, and just follow their instructions. And remember, but it's basically talking about using the keyword in the title, the URL, the H1, the body, and the image tags. Now, Webmaster Tools is a free service, just like a lot of stuff with Google. It crawls your website and reports on the links to your site. It shows you what sites Google knows are linking to your sites and what people are typing in to get to your site. And we're going to get more into that in the practice section. So just to drive the point home, I wanted you to check out this list of Google's top ranking factors from a site called Backlinko. Backlinko has what they call their Google Ranking Factors guide. You can go and sign up and download it, and it's got the top 10. The article actually has 200 ranking factors. As an SEO person, you do want to learn more and more about how Google ranks, because they do have at least 200 factors. But when you're starting out, you just want to focus on the top 10. And I'm actually going to... Okay, so I found this is from Backlinko. And you're going to see, look, it's just keyword in your beginning of your title tag. And this is their top 10 factors. Content length, page loading speed, that's actually a big one. Keyword prominence, page authority, domain authority, link relevancy, and how long do people actually stay on your page, right? Responsive design and original content. It's just what we were talking about. If you sign up for a list like Backlinko, which I recommend, is they're going to try to sell you some stuff, but they'll also give you a lot of good information. And basically, as an SEO person, you want to just start learning more and more about how Google ranks and more about SEO, and just read blog posts. You're going to get a lot of free tips and a lot of useful techniques just from QuickSprout and some of the other resources that I've laid out for you. So that is SEO in a big ass nutshell. This is me in a nutshell. Even without practicing, again, this knowledge is specialized and will earn you respect and make you stand out at jobs. But you should definitely practice, get into this, just learn it, become a nerd about digital marketing, and you will do great. So when you do the practice section or bootstrapping your skills experience section, you're going to want to refer back to these videos, and that one in particular, the one on backlink building, because once you're going to learn how to build your own site from scratch, which is going to help when you're working on client sites, and you may just enjoy it. You're going to get a more in-depth examples of keyword research and on-page and SEO and more. I have a whole other video on keyword research because there's just a lot more to it. That's it. I like this one. I like this as the final image for this little journey of ours. But again, it's a lot of information. And there's so many resources. And in this case, honestly, I don't even recommend a paid course. Like, I don't even recommend a Udemy course because they're all pretty much the same. You're free to check some out if you'd like. But between Moz, QuickSprout, and what I just taught you, Longtail Pro has some great trainings too. So does Traffic Travis. That's where you're going to get the best information. about SEO. So that's SEO in a big ass nutshell. And now you're almost done with the skills training. We're going to go on to social media next, and I will see you in that video.